Have you ever had money enter your hands, salary, allowance, business income, and before you even blink, it's gone? Not because you wasted it, not because you don't work hard, but because life swallowed it before you had time to breathe. Maybe you promised yourself that this month would be different. You'd save, you'd invest, you'd put something aside for your future, but then bills arrived. Transport costs increased. Unexpected needs popped up. Someone needed your help. And once again, you paid everyone else except yourself. And even though you don't say it out loud, you sometimes sit on your bed late at night and wonder, why does it feel like I'm always behind? Why do I work so hard yet feel like I have nothing to show for it? When will I finally breathe financially? What if the real issue is not the amount you earn, but the order in which you treat yourself? Welcome to a concept that has changed lives, built fortunes, healed financial anxiety, and restored a sense of control. Pay yourself first. Today, we're diving deeper than the usual motivational talk. We're going into the mindset, the psychology, the emotional patterns, and the invisible habits that shape your financial reality. But before we dive in, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss videos that help you grow mentally, emotionally, and financially. And I genuinely want to hear from you. Drop a comment. Do you currently pay yourself first or last, and why? Your answers help others, and they help you reflect too. All right, let's go deep. The true meaning of pay yourself first, beyond money. Most people misunderstand this principle. They think it means save before you spend. Put money aside before bills. Save 10% of your income. Invest immediately. All of that is partly true, but it barely scratches the surface. Paying yourself first is not just a financial technique. It is an identity practice. It's about the version of yourself you choose to prioritize. Let me explain. Whenever money enters your life, a silent vote happens. A vote about your self-worth, your future, your discipline, your boundaries, your dreams, your identity. If the first thing you do is send your money away to bills, to responsibilities, to demands, without stopping to secure something for yourself, you unknowingly reinforce a belief. My future can wait, my dreams can wait, I can wait. And that belief is dangerous because your subconscious mind listens. It remembers how you treat yourself. When you consistently pay yourself last, you train your mind to put yourself last, live in survival mode, accept financial pressure as normal, believe you must earn permission to save, feel undeserving of rest, growth, or freedom. But when you pay yourself first, even if it's a small amount, you're saying something powerful. I exist. My dreams matter. My future deserves protection. I'm not an afterthought. That inner message changes everything. Why most people pay themselves. Last psychological breakdown. Let's go deeper. Many people think they're financially undisciplined, but the real reason why they pay themselves last goes beyond discipline. It's psychological. Reason one, survival mindset. When you grow up seeing scarcity or experiencing lack, your brain becomes wired to handle emergencies first. Bills feel urgent. Savings feel optional. Your brain is doing what it thinks keeps you safe. But survival mode is expensive. It keeps you stuck in cycles where you never get ahead. Reason two, guilt. A lot of people genuinely feel guilty saving for themselves. Have you ever felt bad putting money aside because a family member needs something? A friend needs help? A bill is waiting? Someone will judge you if you say no. Many people were raised to believe that self-care is selfish. So even their finances reflect that emotional wiring. But here's the truth. You cannot help others sustainably if you're drowning. Financial stability makes generosity sustainable. Reason three, the illusion of time. A dangerous thought many people have is, I'll save when I start earning more. But life doesn't work like that. If you don't save with little, you won't save with plenty. Because saving isn't about income. It's about habit. People imagine they'll save one day, forgetting that habits don't magically appear when income grows. They must be built. Reason four, emotional spending. Money is emotional. People spend because they want relief, comfort, reward, escape, to feel in control, to reduce stress. Bills aren't the only thing taking your money. Emotions are too. And until you create a structure that protects you from emotional spending, your future will always be vulnerable. Reason five, no clear vision. If you don't have a future plan, you won't save. Why save for something you haven't imagined? Vision fuels discipline. Without a destination, money gets wasted on whatever is convenient or urgent. Present you versus future you, the silent inner conflict. Inside every person, there are two versions. Present you wants comfort, wants relief now, wants enjoyment, wants to feel good immediately. Future you wants stability, wants freedom, wants security, wants options, wants peace. Here's the inner conflict. Present you is loud, future you is quiet. Present you wants things now, future you wants things later. And your financial life becomes a reflection of which voice you honor more. Paying yourself first is choosing future you, even when present you protests. It's the emotional maturity of saying, I will delay a little pleasure now so I can experience bigger stability later. That single decision separates people who constantly struggle from people who slowly and steadily rise. How childhood and environment shape financial behavior. Let's explore something deeper. Your relationship with money today was shaped long before you held your first paycheck. If you grew up around scarcity, you might feel anxious saving because deep down, you feel money is temporary. So you spend fast or you panic whenever savings decrease. If you grew up around unhealthy generosity, you might feel responsible for everyone around you, even at your own expense. If you grew up without financial education, you might feel that saving is a luxury, something only rich people do. If you grew up seeing people struggle, you may think stress is normal or that planning is a luxury. Your past created your financial triggers. Your present choices can rewrite them. Paying yourself first is a way to reprogram behaviors, you inherited behaviors that may have protected you once but now limit you. Why paying yourself first builds self-respect? Every time you prioritize your future, something powerful happens internally. You trust yourself more. You feel less like life is happening to you. You feel more in control. You feel worthy of stability. You feel proud of the direction you're heading. Self-respect isn't built by big achievements. It's built by small decisions repeated consistently. Imagine telling yourself, I deserve to have savings. I deserve options. I deserve a future I'm not scared of. I deserve to breathe. Paying yourself first is a form of self-love expressed financially. Why this mindset shift is the foundation of wealth building. Before money multiplies, it must be managed. Before it grows, it must be protected. Before it serves you, it must be placed in the right order. Wealth is not built by luck or chance or miracles. It is built by consistency, structure, prioritization, identity, discipline. The richest people in the world have one thing in common. They pay themselves first, not because they're rich. They became rich because they practiced this habit, a new way to look at yourself. I want you to imagine something. Imagine the future version of yourself, strong, confident, financially stable, peaceful, and grateful. That version of you is not a fantasy. It's not unrealistic. It's not impossible. That future version is created by small choices that you make today. And one of the most powerful choices you can make is deciding, I will no longer be the last person I take care of. Because you matter. Your future matters. Your stability matters. And paying yourself first is how you begin honoring that truth. What pay yourself first really means, the practical definition. Let's bring the concept from mindset into action. When money enters your life, it has only three possible destinations. It goes to your future. It goes to your responsibility. It goes to your impulses. People who struggle financially usually let their money go to impulses and responsibilities before the future. But people who grow financially, slowly, steadily, quietly reverse the order. Future to responsibilities to impulses. That's the entire philosophy of paying yourself first. It means before you pay rent, before you buy food, before you help others, before you upgrade lifestyle, before you react to demands, you take a portion and secure it for you. Not for the you of today, but for the you of tomorrow. A version of you that will exist in 6 months. A version of you that will exist in 5 years. A version of you who will either thank you or blame you. Paying yourself first is making sure the future version of you has something waiting for them, even if it's small, even if it's humble, even if it's not impressive yet, because the habit builds the amount, not the other way around. Why this practice works for any income level. Let's destroy one of the biggest excuses people make. Paying myself first only works for people who earn big money. No, it works because of identity, not income. Let me give you clarity. People with small incomes who save consistently are more stable than people with big incomes who save nothing. Why? Because income gives comfort. Saving gives security, and security beats comfort every single time. You can have a big income and still be in financial chaos. You can have a small income and still be disciplined and in control. In fact, the best savers are usually teachers, students, young earners, small business owners, employees on modest salaries. Why? Because they learn to manage their little. Money grows when it has discipline behind it, not size. People say, I'll save when I make more. But if you can't save $5, you won't magically save $5,000. If you can't save 5%, you won't magically save 20% when you earn more. If you can't manage little money, more money will simply magnify the bad habits. Consistency creates wealth, not income level. How paying yourself first builds a financial safety net. Let's talk about emotional peace. Most financial stress comes from unexpected events. Emergency expenses, medical issues, broken gadgets, sudden family needs, transportation problems, job delays, school-related costs, business slow seasons, random life surprises. These events don't ask for permission. They don't check your bank balance before showing up. They simply arrive. And if you don't have a cushion, what happens? Stress, panic, borrowing, overthinking, embarrassment, fear, regret. Paying yourself first protects you from these storms. It gives you 1, a buffer, a soft landing when life tries to throw you on a hard floor. 2, breathing space, enough time to think clearly and not react emotionally. 3, confidence, the calmness of knowing you're not helpless. 4, avoidance of debt, because the fastest way to fall into debt is not having savings. 5, emotional stability. You stop living in a state of fear. 6, better decision making. When you are not panicking, you make smarter choices. It's not about saving millions. It's about protecting your peace. Peace is wealth. Clarity is wealth. Stability is wealth. Money is not the only thing you save when you pay yourself first. You save your mental health too. How to pay yourself first, step by step. Let's get extremely practical. Here is a simple, beginner-friendly way to apply this habit. Step 1, choose your percentage. Start with something tiny but consistent. 5%, 2%, $5, even $100. The amount doesn't matter. What matters is that it happens every time money enters your hands. You are training a muscle. Step 2, make saving automatic. Human willpower is unreliable, so don't depend on it. Use automation. For example, set up an automatic transfer the moment your salary hits, or move money immediately when payment enters, or use a savings app with locked targets. Automation protects you from emotional spending. Step 3, separate accounts. Never save in the same account you spend from. Why? Because mixed money disappears silently. You need a spending account, a savings account, optional, an investment account. Visual separation creates emotional separation. Step 4, treat your savings like a bill. Think of it as non-negotiable, mandatory, just as important as rent, just as important as school fees, just as important as utility. I pay myself equals I pay my future rent, future necessities, future peace. Step 5, make access difficult. Money that is too easy to touch will disappear. Choose fixed savings plans, lockable wallets, investment accounts with withdrawal penalties, a bank you don't use often, a separate fintech app. You don't want it impossible to retrieve, just inconvenient enough to protect you from impulse. Step 6, increase the amount gradually. As your discipline grows, increase the percentage, 3%, 5%, 7%, 10%, $5, $10, $50, $100. People think saving is a sprint. It's actually a staircase. one step at a time, one increase at a time. How small savings grow quietly over time. Let's do a simple example. Imagine saving just $5 per day. That's the equivalent of a snack, a bottle of drink, transport difference. One impulse purchase skipped, but look at the long term. $5, day $150, month $1,825, year, now imagine $10, day $3,650, year $20, day $7,300, year $30, day $10,950, year, and it gets even better when investing is added on top. People underestimate how small things accumulate. The difference between growing, struggling, is almost always consistency. Small money saved consistently becomes big money eventually. Why bills expand to consume whatever you don't save. There is a psychological principle called Parkinson's Law, which states expenses will always rise to match income. Meaning, if you don't save first, expenses will expand and take everything, no matter how much you earn. That's why even high earners complain. I don't know where my money goes. Because without structure, expenses grow silently like roots underground. But paying yourself first stops expansion. By removing your savings first, you force yourself to spend within what remains. Your brain adapts, your lifestyle adjusts, and you realize you were never lacking discipline. You just lack the system. How paying yourself first improves your relationships. This is something people rarely talk about. Financial stability improves. Friendships, boundaries, partnerships, self-respect, relationship confidence. Here's how. 1, you stop financially overextending yourself. You can help others from a place of strength, not guilt. 2, you stop seeking validation through spending. Many people overspend to look okay. When you have savings, you no longer need to prove anything. 3, you reduce fights, arguments, and misunderstandings. Most relationship conflicts are money-based. Savings create calmness. 4, you attract more stable people. Your habits shape your circle. 5, you improve your sense of independence. Your decisions become yours, not controlled by financial fear. The hidden benefits people don't realize. Paying yourself first affects areas far beyond money. Better sleep. Financial stress steals sleep. Security restores it. Improved self-confidence. Knowing you have a cushion changes the way you walk, talk, and plan. Reduced anxiety. Future uncertainty becomes less frightening. Better opportunities. You can say yes to opportunities because you have a safety net. Better long-term decisions. Savings give you the ability to think ahead. Less impulsive spending because you already committed part of your money to your future. Increased self-trust. You start seeing yourself as someone capable. These aren't just financial outcomes. They are life outcomes. Why most people fail and how you can avoid their mistakes. Most people fail at saving because they start too big. They want results immediately. They depend on willpower alone. They mix savings with spending. They let emotions control their money. They think saving is optional. You will succeed when you start small. Make it automatic. Create habits. Respect your future. Build systems. Celebrate consistency. It's not about perfection. It's about rhythm. The practical summary. Here's a simple flow to engrave in your mind. Money enters. Pay yourself. Pay responsibilities. Spend what remains. Reverse the order if you want struggle. Follow the order if you want stability. Wealth begins with discipline. Discipline begins with habits. Habits begin with small decisions. Small decisions begin with you. The moment everything shifts, when you become the kind of person who pays themselves first, there's a moment, not always loud, not always dramatic, when everything finally clicks. A moment when you realize, I don't want to continue living in cycles of fear, scarcity, or financial uncertainty. This moment doesn't always come during crisis. Sometimes it comes quietly. When you're tired of always starting over, when you're tired of always borrowing, when you're tired of feeling left behind, when you're tired of pretending everything is fine, when you're tired of feeling like life is controlling you, or when you look at yourself in the mirror and whisper, I deserve better than this. That moment is the seed of transformation, because real change begins internally long before it appears externally. The emotional evolution of someone who pays themselves first. Let's walk through the emotional stages most people experience when they adopt this habit. Stage 1, confusion. Why does this feel so strange? Because you're rewriting years of money habits. Stage 2, discomfort. This money could be used for something else. Your mind is resisting change. Stage 3, temptation. Let me skip saving just this month. Old habits try to pull you back. Stage 4, realization. Oh, I actually have money waiting for me. You begin to feel safer. Stage 5, discipline. I can do this. Your identity starts shifting. Stage 6, excitement. Look at the growth. Look at the progress. You start trusting yourself. Stage 7, transformation. I'm not the same person anymore. Financial maturity becomes part of who you are. These emotional stages are not linear. You might bounce between them, but every stage is a step forward. Every stage is shaping you. Every stage is preparing you for a more stable version of yourself. The identity upgrade. Becoming a financially mature version of yourself. Here's the truth that most people overlook. Saving is not just a habit. It is an identity shift. When you pay yourself first, you're not just saving money. You're becoming a planner, a protector of your peace, a future-focused thinker, a disciplined individual, a builder, a person of structure, a person of stability. People often say, I want to become rich. I want to improve financially. I want freedom. But the mistake is thinking you can achieve those outcomes while keeping the same identity. You cannot. Your bank balance doesn't grow until you grow. Your financial life doesn't transform until you transform. Paying yourself first is the daily rehearsal of your new identity. Each time you save, your subconscious learns. I am someone who prepares. I am someone who chooses discipline. I am someone who protects my future. Money doesn't just sit in your account. It upgrades how you see yourself. The hidden emotional rewards no one talks about. There are emotional benefits that numbers cannot measure. Let's explore them deeply. 1, you stop feeling ashamed of your financial state. Shame is heavy. It sits quietly in your chest. It shows up when someone asks, why don't you have savings? Why are you always stressed? What happened to your income? Why are you struggling? Paying yourself first slowly dissolves that shame. Because for once, you're not avoiding the problem. You're addressing it. 2, you experience a new kind of peace. Not the peace that comes from money itself, but the peace that comes from structure. The peace of knowing you have something put aside. You're no longer exposed. You're no longer living one emergency away from disaster. You're taking control. You're thinking ahead. This peace changes the way you sleep, think, and behave. 3, you stop being scared of the future. Many people secretly fear the future. What if something bad happens? What if I need money urgently? What if I lose my income? Saving is not just protection, it is reassurance. It is security. It is emotional grounding. 4, you feel proud of yourself again. Sometimes pride doesn't come from big achievements. Sometimes it comes from something as simple as consistency. You look at your savings and see effort. You see discipline. You see growth. You see a version of yourself you didn't think you could become. That feeling is priceless. It builds self-esteem. It builds courage. It builds respect for yourself. 5, you begin to trust yourself with money. Financial self-trust is powerful. Many people don't trust themselves with money because they believe, I always finish it fast. I don't know how to save. I always spend too much. I can't control myself. But when you pay yourself first, every time money enters your hands, your relationship with money transforms from I am careless to I am capable. And that changes the way you handle every other financial decision. The mental clarity that comes with financial structure. Money chaos creates mental chaos. When your finances are disorganized, your mind becomes disorganized too. You start thinking, I need to hustle more. I'm tired. I'm overwhelmed. Life is too hard. My goals feel far away. I'm trying, but nothing is working. But when you consistently pay yourself first, something shifts in your mind. You start thinking, I'm growing, I'm progressing, I'm capable. I'm not stuck. My future is becoming clearer. And with clarity comes confidence. With confidence comes purpose. With purpose comes momentum. How your life begins to change when you pay yourself first consistently. Let's walk through the transformation that happens in the background. Change is so subtle and quiet that you don't even notice at first. 1, you stop making impulsive decisions because you know what part of your money is untouchable. 2, you stop fearing emergency expenses because you're prepared. 3, you stop depending on people financially. You reduce the number of times you need to ask for help. 4, you stop feeling embarrassed about money. You regain dignity. 5, you stop comparing yourself with others. Your focus shifts inward. 6, you stop overspending to impress anyone because you now have a goal greater than validation. 7, you start feeling more mature because discipline makes you feel responsible. 8, you start setting boundaries with people. You stop giving money carelessly. You stop allowing guilt to control you. 9, you start dreaming again. Financial structure revives forgotten goals. 10, you start planning long term because saving forces you to think beyond today. This transformation is internal first, external later, permanent eventually. The ripple effect, how paying yourself first changes everything around you. Your financial transformation doesn't just affect you, it affects your entire environment. 1, your family notices. You become the stable one, the one who makes calm, wise decisions. 2, your habits influence your friends. Your consistency becomes inspiring. 3, your discipline creates opportunities. People trust financially responsible individuals. 4, you become more attractive to long-term thinkers. Maturity attracts maturity. 5, you build a new lifestyle built on intention, not impulse. 6, you gain freedom. Freedom to choose. Freedom to say no. Freedom to say yes. Freedom to walk away from anything that drains you. 3.8, the beautiful truth about wealth. It begins quietly. We are used to dramatic success stories. Overnight millionaire, made millions in 6 months. Life-changing opportunity appeared. But real wealth, real freedom, real stability, it begins quietly, silently, without fireworks, without applause. It begins the moment you decide, I am choosing long-term stability over short-term pleasure. Wealth grows in private before it shows in public. Paying yourself first is like planting seeds underground. People don't see them. People don't clap. People don't understand. But one day, the seeds break the soil surface. And when they do, people call it luck. But you know the truth. You built it silently, consistently, faithfully, intentionally. The emotional healing that comes with financial responsibility. Let's talk about something people rarely acknowledge. Many financial problems are rooted in emotional wounds. Feeling unworthy, feeling dependent, fear of repeating family patterns, childhood scarcity, trauma, low self-esteem, guilt around money, feeling responsible for everyone, fear of disappointing others. Paying yourself first becomes a healing practice. You learn boundaries, self-awareness, self-respect, delayed gratification, emotional maturity. It is not just about money. It is about reclaiming yourself. You are unlearning poverty behaviors. You are unlearning survival mode. You are unlearning guilt-based generosity. You are unlearning financial self-neglect. And every time you save, you are whispering to yourself, I matter. A vision of the person you're becoming. Let's imagine the future version of you again, but in even more detail. Imagine a version of you who doesn't panic when unexpected expenses come, knows exactly where their money goes, has multiple savings or investments, makes decisions peacefully, not fearfully, has breathing space financially, feels grounded, calm, and in control, sleeps better, gives generously without hurting themselves, lives without the pressure of financial chaos, has confidence in the future. This version of you is not impossible. It is not far away. It is not unrealistic. It is waiting for you on the other side of consistency. Every time you pay yourself first, you take one step closer. Every step matters. Every step counts. Every step builds. You are building you, a more powerful you, a more responsible you, a more intentional you, a more courageous you, a more stable you. The shift from habit to identity. There is a moment in every journey where the thing you're practicing stops being something you do and becomes something you are. That's the moment I want to lead you toward in this section, because paying yourself first starts as a habit, a reminder on your phone, a small transfer after every income, a conscious effort, a deliberate decision, something you have to think about. But with time, something beautiful happens. It becomes your identity. You stop saying, I'm trying to save. You begin saying, I'm a builder, I'm a planner. I'm someone who protects their future. This shift is subtle but powerful. You no longer force discipline, you express it. And that is how stability becomes your lifestyle, not your struggle. Understanding that paying yourself first is not just about money. Here's a truth many people overlook. The principle of paying yourself first is not limited to finances. It shows up in every area of your life. It means, one, paying your energy first. Before you invest your strength into everyone else's emergencies, you pause and ask, what does my body need? What does my mind need? Have I eaten? Have I rested? Have I breathed today? Two, paying your time first. You begin to allocate time to your growth, not only to your obligations. You start saying, let me schedule time for learning. Let me schedule time for myself before I give my entire day away. Your life stops feeling like something happening to you. It starts feeling like something you are shaping intentionally. Three, paying your peace first. You stop agreeing to things that drain you. You stop giving energy to conflict. You stop giving space to people who take more than they give. You choose peace before pleasing. You choose growth before guilt. You choose boundaries before burnout. Because financial discipline without emotional discipline will never bring true freedom. How paying yourself first changes your relationship with money. When you practice this consistently, the way you view money transforms. You begin to see money as a tool, not a master. You stop feeling controlled by it. You stop feeling scared of it. You stop feeling ashamed of your financial story. You stop feeling like money decides your life. You decide your life. Money becomes something you direct, not something you chase. A mirror of your choices. Money starts reflecting the decisions you've made intentionally, not impulsively. Every savings deposit becomes a message to yourself. I'm thinking ahead. I'm in control. I'm building something. A partner in your future. Money becomes connected to your dreams. It supports your goals instead of fighting them. You stop feeling like wealth is something others have. You begin to feel like it's something you're quietly building every day. How your future opens when you consistently pay yourself first. There is a version of your future waiting for you, a version where you are not stressed, not stuck, not worried, not uncertain. This future opens slowly, silently, and steadily. One, you gain options. Want to move? You can. Want to start a small business? You can. Want to leave a toxic job or environment? You can. Options are the purest form of freedom. Two, you start making decisions from strength, not fear. When you save even a little, fear gets quieter. You stop operating from survival mode. You stop reacting impulsively. You stop settling for less. Strength replaces panic. Clarity replaces confusion. Three, opportunities become possible, not terrifying. Most people miss opportunities because they weren't prepared for them, not because they weren't worthy of them. But when you pay yourself first, you can take a course, you can buy equipment, you can invest, you can upgrade, you can participate. Opportunities don't slip away. You grow into them. Four, your older self becomes proud of you. Imagine being 30, 40, 50, or 60 years old and looking back with gratitude. Imagine saying, I'm glad I didn't give up. I'm glad I chose myself. I'm glad I planted those seeds. This is how you give your future dignity. By taking yourself seriously today, preparing for the storms and sunlight of life. Life is unpredictable. No matter how disciplined you are, storms will come. Unexpected events will happen. Moments of pressure will test you, but when you pay yourself first, you prepare for both the storms and the sunlight. During the storm, you won't feel helpless. You won't feel ashamed. You won't feel alone. You won't blame yourself. You'll recognize that your preparation softened the impact during the sunlight. You'll enjoy life with peace You'll make decisions with wisdom. You'll grow without fear. You'll dream without limits. Paying yourself first creates both a safety net and a launch pad. It protects you and propels you, reinforcing the routine systems that keep you consistent. To turn this into a lifestyle, you need systems that support your discipline even when your motivation is low. 1, automate anything you can. Automation is the cheat code of consistency. It removes willpower from the equation. 2, use visual tracking. Your brain loves progress. Use charts, trackers, or folders to visually see your growth. It keeps you motivated. 3, build accountability. Tell a friend, a sibling, or someone you trust to check in with you. Accountability increases commitment. 4, review monthly, not daily. Daily monitoring stresses you out. Monthly checking builds patience. Money grows with time, not with worry. 5, reward yourself for discipline, not just income. Instead of celebrating when you earn something, start celebrating when you keep something. Reward discipline, not just effort. This rewires your brain for long-term success. The ultimate lesson: you are worth investing in. Let's end this section with the deepest truth of all. When you pay yourself first, you are declaring your worth. You are saying, my future matters. My life deserves structure. My dreams deserve preparation. My future family deserves stability. My future self deserves comfort. You are not being selfish. You are being responsible. You are being wise. You are being intentional. And most importantly, you are choosing yourself. And when you choose yourself consistently, your life transforms quietly, slowly, powerfully. If this video spoke to you, if something in your heart is saying it's time to choose myself, then don't let the moment slip away. Hit subscribe so you never miss another lesson that pushes you toward growth, stability, and self-mastery. Tap the notification bell so every new insight finds you exactly when you need it. And now I want to hear from you. What does paying yourself first mean to you personally? What small step are you ready to take starting today? Share your thoughts in the comments section, not just for me, but for someone else who might need the courage your words will give them. Remember, your future is already calling your name. Now is the time to answer. Thank you for watching. Stay focused, stay intentional, and I'll see you in the next video.